Good morning, traders. Richard Miller here doing a quick Ichimoku cloud chart market review of Bitcoin. Now, since the last update on the 14th, we were right about here, and I did highlight there that Bitcoin was a little bit extended from the top end of the cloud. We look at the distance between the price and the cloud, and Bitcoin was due for a correction. We also highlighted that the next support levels were this standard line and the front end of the cloud here at 52,381. And Bitcoin subsequently did correct, pull back to the top end of the cloud and digged right into the cloud and had a major rebound from this front cloud support level at 52,275 or 52,400, depending on how close you want to look at the number there. But critical now is we need to stay above the top end of the cloud, or at least the bottom end of the cloud. Yeah, that still gives us an idea that we're still in a uptrend on the daily. Price action above the cloud is bullish from an Ichimoku cloud chart perspective, and we're now testing for support. So there's a beautiful opportunity for a swing trade in and around this test. So when Bitcoin rebounds from this cloud level or that cloud level, there's two swing trades here. One is this one for a rebound, and the second one is the bottom in the cloud chart test for rebound. We can see it did manage to find that support level. So we take comfort in the fact that this is a significant support level because it's both the front end of the cloud as well as the standard line, an old support level back here. So we can see, but so far so good. Price action is still above the cloud, and that's bullish. And there's a possibility for a swing trade from these levels. Now, if Bitcoin slices through the bottom end of the cloud, then the outlook changes to bearish on the daily, and that would add significant risk to the swing trade. If we turn to the weekly, let's see what's going on there. The weekly, we now slice through the bottom in the cloud, so we're now in a bearish territory because price action is below the cloud. And what we look for now is key support levels. And you can see this old cloud chart level here is a key support zone. You can see Bitcoin rebounded very closely from that level, and we can expect that this support level will be retested, and we could see another rebound from that level. So that's a support level. And then this low down here at 59.59 is also a significant support zone. But we bearish outlook now because we are below the bottom in the cloud, and then the strategy is to trade these support levels back up to the bottom in the cloud. So there's swing trades from these support zone levels here back up to the bottom end of the cloud. Now this 58,119 or 58,200 is now a new resistance zone. So Bitcoin needs to break past that level to get back above the top end of the cloud to be bullish on the 4-hour chart. So that's just the risk on the 4-hour. Short-term swing trade back up to the bottom in the cloud with these old lows here as key support levels to watch out for. We can see on the left as well. If we look at the hourly, a lot more volatility here. You can see price action slice to the bottom in the cloud. So if you were trading at, that would have been your profit-taking zone to get out of the trade completely. And now it's just, price action is below the cloud. So it is bearish on the daily. We need to be back above the top end of the cloud here to be bullish on the daily. So that is the risk there. You can see the short-term pullbacks to the bottom end of the cloud is now the trading strategy on the hourly. But what I'm looking for is, particularly on the daily, looking for new swing trade entry points in and around this bottom end cloud chart support level. So let me just move this thing. Yeah, so this level I'm watching for a swing trade back up from 52,419 zone, this as well as that level there, the 53,916 can also be two buy points there for a swing trade back up. As support comes in, we can see this is also a key support level, the March low, and now we're going to retest this low. As long as we stay above the bottom end of the cloud on the daily, that would be bullish for Bitcoin, in the current trend. But be aware that but we do expect these levels to be tested. If we go to the weekly, now the really big picture is, there's quite a lot of risk in Bitcoin at these levels, despite all the cryptocurrency's future and the limited supply, etc. And generally, you don't want to see very wild price swings at the top end of the chart. That gives you an idea that we're busy forming a top. Now, there is downside risk to this front end cloud, 46,262. And watch out, we could see that level later this year, but we do need to see volatility to be reduced price spreads to be tighter at these levels. We would much rather see price accumulation of tight spreads there like we've got down here than these wild price swings at the top end of the chart. That's never very healthy. So there's significant risk to any trade in Bitcoin for a correction back down to the front end of the cloud here at 46,262 and 36,000. But we'll see how that pans out. That's just a big picture view from Ichimoku cloud. But back to the daily and back for the catalyst we're looking for is for a potential rebound from these levels. Now, if we break through these levels, then the downside risk is to 48,000, this front end cloud, old cloud chart level, as well as the bottom end of the cloud here. That old support zone should come back into play at 43,547. But until we slice through the bottom in the cloud, then we can discuss these downside levels. But so far, looking for a potential rebound from these cloud levels, current level as well as the front end cloud chart level. Watch those levels there, and as well as that cloud level there for a potential swing trade in Bitcoin. And then we would look at heading back up to 64,000. But we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down days. Could have another 1 or 2 and then swing trade back in at these key support levels. So Bitcoin is very close to key support levels for a potential swing trade as long as it stays above the bottom end of the cloud. Until next time, happy cloud chart trading.